Hey guys, B-Toch here, back with a brand new video. Today we're going to be looking at two different pads from OneofZero. We have the Dart Performance pads, I have the hybrid here, and I have the control just under it. Before we get into the video, I would just like to say these pads were sent out to me by OneofZero, but that is not going to affect anything that I have to say in this video. These are going to be 100% my own words. Let's get into the review. Alright guys, so first off, I'd like to talk about what these pads share, and then we're going to talk about the differences in between the two pads. So first off, the base. Both of these sport a soft polyurethane base. Now, the hybrid is going to be a little bit more firm feeling than the control version. Now, I do believe that is due to the stiffness of the surface of the hybrid. That's why it is leading to a more firm feeling pad than the control. Now, in saying that, the hybrid is definitely more dot friendly. So if you're a dot skate user, I would definitely go with the hybrid over the control. The design and color here, I do really like the design that OneofZero went with here. It's this nice, just simple, like bubble circle look. It almost reminds me of the bubble screensaver, kind of. I think that's what they're trying to go with a little bit. With the hybrid here, you do have this nice purple, magenta, kind of blue, purpley color looking going on here, with the gray background here. And with the control, I have the grayscale option. Both these pads have a colored option and a grayscale option. The control color option, I do believe, is a blue color. It has like light with dark blues. But I did want to get the grayscale in just to show you guys the two different options that you can go with for both pads. Now, I would like to talk about how these pads were packaged. Both these pads come rolled up. They come in a plastic bag, and then they put it into a cardboard box. I do like the added protection of that plastic bag, and it kind of gives you a carrying case if you want to take this to a tournament or something. If you're a pro player or something like that, you can put it in the plastic sleeve, and you can throw it in your bag, and it's a little bit more protected than just throwing it in your bag. But in saying that they're rolled up, when I rolled these onto my desk, they rolled out completely flat. And now I do believe that is due to the polyurethane base being a little bit more forgiving and not holding as much memory as something like just a foam base, which you see on most pads of this price point. Now, I would like to talk about the hybrid surface. The hybrid surface is very speedy. It's not what you would traditionally think a hybrid pad would be. It is very speedy, but it does have a good amount of stopping power. What this pad reminds me of most is a Neptune Pro. Now, which is going to be interesting for most people, because what people are saying, this is a very textured pad. But while playing with this pad, that's what it reminds me of most on my palm. That's what it feels like to me, and on my skates, that's what it feels like to me as well. But now it does feel like a more textured Neptune Pro. It is definitely slower. I tested them both side by side with different skates. I did test these Obsidian Airs, and I did test the stock Pulsar skates on the X2 Crazy Light here, and both of them gave me the same results. The Neptune is definitely a faster pad. This is a hybrid pad, so I would expect this to be slower, but honestly, it's not much slower. It's almost the same speed, which is quite crazy to me because this is the hybrid option. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, they did have a little bit of a issue with the speed, and I do believe that issue was the base. They went with a foam base, and that was just causing, I believe, static electricity issues, leading to it being slower. So I do believe they are changing it to the same base that these two pads have, the soft polyurethane base, and it should help out with the speed of the surface, and it should help out with that static friction issue. Now, I did use this pad a lot in Call of Duty. I did play a little bit of Apex, and I did play a little bit of Siege. In COD and Apex, this pad is perfect. I would very much recommend it if you main those two games. I did play it in Siege. I've liked it a lot in Siege. It adds that just a little extra speed that you might be looking for, but it also has that control that you might want in a slower paced game like Siege. I could definitely recommend it for Siege players as well. Now, it does, in my opinion, fall behind in slower FPS games like Valorant or CS. It's definitely usable in those games, but I would recommend the pad that's under it for those games. Um, all in all, this pad I could definitely recommend to anybody just looking to get into a more enthusiast level pad, you could say, because it does have that polyurethane base with the nice stitching. But it comes in a great price. It comes in at a great price point of $40 Canadian. I do believe that is $30 USD. I will put a little thing up on the screen to correct myself if I'm wrong there, but I do believe it is $30 USD on the site. At that price point, I can't complain whatsoever. It's a great entry level for that enthusiast level mouse pad. And honestly, it definitely rivals a lot of the pads on the market that are $60, $70 in my opinion. Now let's get into the control pad. Let's move this out of the way. Now, OneofZero did a really good job with this. It's definitely a control pad, and it's definitely not a mud pad. It's not too slow, and it's definitely not fast because of that control aspect to it. It has great stopping power. It has great control. I really like it a lot. What it reminds me of most would be something, just the feeling of it would be a Logitech G640, a slightly more textured G640. It has that silkiness to it that the G640 has. It's definitely slower than a G640. I would put the speed of this pad in between a Saturn Pro and a Infinity Mice Control V2. It's faster than the Control V2, but it's definitely slower than that more control balance that the Saturn Pro has. The surface also kind of feels similar to a Saturn Pro surface. So if you're used to that pad and you get this pad, it's going to have similarities to it. It's not exactly the same, and I wouldn't say it's a clone in any aspect, but it has similarities. It has the same aspects. Playing with this pad, I had a lot of fun with it in Siege. I played some CS2 with it. I played a tiny bit of Val, but fuck Valorant. I hate that game. CS2 is much better. I had a lot of fun with it in Siege. It's definitely a great pad for that game. It offers just that nice control locked in feeling in that game. And in CS2, it also provides that control locked in feeling. Now, I could definitely recommend this pad for you guys. It's definitely a great choice if you're looking for something slower. But all in all, I would recommend the hybrid over this. The hybrid does feel a tiny bit more unique in my opinion, and it just, in my opinion, is better value at $40, and it's just a better use of your money. If you're looking to just buy one of them, I would definitely say go with the hybrid. It's, in my opinion, the better in between the two. It's my personal favorite in between the two, and I had better results with it in game. But altogether, both these pads, they're great options if you're looking to get into that enthusiast level mouse pad area with a nice polyurethane base that sticks it insanely well to your desk. You can see that my desk is shaking and the pad's not budging whatsoever. You're looking for that below surface stitching, and just at a great price point with a nice design, color options versus the grayscale options. You have options there, and you have 3 different surface options as well. The speed coming out in a little bit, but right currently you have those 2 different options. And at the price point, I can definitely recommend both of them for you guys. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed what I have to hear. I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about these pads. I can't speak apparently. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you, OneofZero, for sending these out. I really appreciate it. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.